Have you ever had one of those moments where you stop and you look at your life and you think, what am I actually doing? Not in a dramatic way, just quietly. You're going through your days, handling things, doing what you're supposed to do, but something feels off, like time is passing and you're not fully in it. And that feeling it's hard to explain because nothing is wrong, but it doesn't feel right either. If this feels familiar, stay with me. The feeling doesn't come from doing nothing. Most people think this means they're lazy, not doing enough, falling behind. But that's usually not true because you can be busy all day long and still feel like you're wasting your life. Because this feeling, it isn't about activity. It's about connection. Connection to what you're doing and why you're doing it. You start looking for a reason and can't find one. Your mind starts scanning. Am I behind? Am I doing the wrong thing? Should I be elsewhere? And when nothing is clearly wrong, you feel even more stuck because now it feels like a problem with no cause. And that's what makes it uncomfortable. I remember having a day where I did everything I needed to do. Work was handled, messages were answered. I mean, everything on paper looked productive, but later that night, when I was just by myself and it was quiet, something felt strange. Like the day didn't register. Like I moved through it, but I didn't actually experience it. And you might have had a day like that too, where nothing went wrong, but it didn't feel like it counted. Routine can quietly disconnect you. Routines are useful. They keep life moving. But over time, they become automatic, habitual. Same thing day in and day out. You wake up. You go through the motions. You repeat the same patterns. And without noticing, you stop checking in with yourself. You just continue. And that's where the disconnect starts. Comparison makes it louder. At some point, you look around and other people's lives look clear. Direction, momentum, meaning. And even if your life is fine, it starts to feel like something is missing. Not because it is, but because now you're measuring it. Maybe this isn't failure, maybe it's noticing. What if this feeling isn't wasting your life? What if it's you noticing it? Noticing where you feel present and where you don't. Noticing what feels real and what feels automatic. That feeling isn't here to judge you. It's just showing you something, and it's doing it quietly. I remember being in a conversation with someone I'd known for years. Same dynamic, same kind of jokes, but something felt different. I wasn't there. I was there, but not fully in it. Kind of like dipping my toe in a pool just to get a sense of it, but not really diving all in. And afterward, I caught myself thinking, why did that feel off? Nothing had changed on the outside, but something had shifted internally. And you might have had that moment too where everything looks the same, but it doesn't feel the same. When you feel like you're wasting your life, you're usually between versions of yourself. You're not fully who you used to be, but you're not fully who you're becoming yet. So everything feels slightly off. Things that used to feel normal don't land the same, not because they're wrong, but because you're changing. I remember going back to something I used to enjoy, something familiar, and it was fine. I went for a walk at the beach just before sundown, and it didn't land the same way. I kept waiting for that old feeling to show up, but it never did. And that's when it hit me. It wasn't the thing that changed, it was me. And you might have felt that too when something that used to feel right just doesn't anymore. You don't need to rush this feeling away, that urge to fix this quickly, to suddenly figure out your life. That's what creates pressure. And this isn't something you solve overnight. This is something you start to understand slowly, because this isn't about wasting your life. It's about a shift in how you're experiencing it. So if you've ever had moments where you feel like you're wasting your life, even when everything looks fine, maybe nothing is actually wrong. Maybe something is just becoming clearer. What feels real, what doesn't, and that can feel very uncomfortable at first because it interrupts autopilot, but it also opens something, a different way of experiencing your time. Not perfectly, not all at once, just more honestly. I'm Scott Stewart, and you're not crazy.